Hi everyone, how are you? I've been thinking about my summer plans, but well, it hasn't been very summery the last few days. We had a lovely end of June with some great weather, but July has been a bit pants so far. So I'm hoping that by writing down some plans, I'll somehow influence the weather gods and we'll get some nice sunny weather. So fingers crossed for that, eh? Right, I have not been very good at planning my makes over the last few months. I used to be much better, and I thought I'd show you what I used to do and do it again. Be a bit more organised. So I've got this little notebook, and from about, well, the first page says autumn 2022. So since autumn 2022, I've been following this process. So what I do is at the beginning of each season, I have a think about what I'm going to need for the sort of 2 to 3 months ahead and what patterns I've already got in my stash that could help me achieve what I want. So if I show you this, I'll try and, there's lots of writing in there, so I'm sure you don't want to read it all. But basically what I've got is what the season is I'm thinking of, what I think I need. So for spring 2023, I said I wanted some smart casual tops, some spring dresses, and some comfy work from home trousers. I think comfy work from home trousers have been on every plan for like the last 4 years. And then I had a look at what patterns I had, and I wrote down I've got the patina blouse, the Anthea blouse, the cuff sleeve top, the Gilbert top and the Florence blouse. So any of them would fit into smart casual tops, depending on the fabric, I suppose. Then I had the Cara trousers and the Clyde work pants. So they could be comfy work from home trousers. And then dresses, I had the Indigo dress, the Rosa dress and the Hinterland dress. I've just realised I haven't said any of the pattern companies for those. I am really sorry. So what I'll do is I'll put a link to them all in the description box below. So if you don't know what any of them are, you can go and take a look. So yeah, that's how I started the planning for each season. And then as the months went by, I was filling in this page opposite to say what I'd actually made. So March, I made a few things there, April and May. Wow, May was quite busy. I made loads in May. Yeah, and that used to keep me on track. I could go and have a look at my notebook throughout the month and see, okay, this is what I've got on my plans. But then, you know, as all good plans, is that the right phrase? I don't know what the phrase is. But anyway, I stopped doing it. So I think the most recent one I've got in here was autumn 23. So that's, yeah, that's like 3 seasons ago now, isn't it? So it's quite a while ago. I did have one page for spring plans 24, and I did it a bit differently. I wrote down some of the fabrics that I had in my stash that I'd quite like to get used and some pattern ideas for what I could pair them with. So let's have a look. Did I actually do any of those? I had the rust linen tencel, and my ideas were a Melenda dress, which is a Tessuti, and an Inez shirt, which is also Tessuti. I did use that fabric, but not for either of those patterns. That's the fabric I made my Zadie jumpsuit in, so happy to have used that one. I had some green floral viscose, which I now cannot remember what that fabric is, but my plans for that were the Zadie jumpsuit or the Trini woven dress by Style Arc. So that one didn't happen. I had some blue cotton dobby, and I thought maybe a Remy raglan or a Florence top, and I did actually make the Remy raglan, so I've still got a bit of that blue dobby left, so I could make something else. And then I've got some off-white Ventana twill, and that was to make a Frankie jacket. I've still got that fabric and I still want to make the Frankie jacket with it, but I'll probably do that towards the end of the year now. It's a bit of a cooler weather make. I've got some blue Liberty and that's a quilting cotton fabric, and I intended to make an Inez shirt with it. That's still on the plan. I had some blue and white viscose linen, and I was thinking a Melenda dress, trapeze dress by Merchant and Mills, or the Zadie jumpsuit. So I've still got that fabric, haven't used it for anything. Yeah, I don't think I'd use it for any of those patterns. I'll probably do something different with it now. And then I've got a really nice piece of canvas, and it's got sort of a jungle print on it, but it's a really dark one. It's lovely. I haven't got very much of it, and I had thought I'd try an Ilford jacket or some kind of shirt or a bag. And I did actually get this fabric out and lay the Ilford jacket pieces on, but I just couldn't make it fit. So it's going to be a bag, I think, that one. But yeah, that was spring 24, and then until about half an hour ago, all the following pages were empty. So yeah, I have had a think about what I want for this summer. We do have a holiday coming up in August, and we are going to the Lake District in the UK, so I don't think I'm going to need, you know, like loads of fancy swishy beautiful beach garments, because it's just not going to be that kind of holiday. And a lot of what I've got in my wardrobe already will be completely fine, so I'm actually feeling a bit relaxed and not under any pressure to have to make loads of new stuff for my holiday. But obviously there's a few nice things that I'd like to make to take with me. So what I thought would be useful is, well, this one's a bit of wishful thinking, but the first one I've put is some hot weather tops. Yeah, I don't know if I'll need them, but if not, they can always go under something else, can't they? The second thing I'd quite like is a lightweight overshirt for when I need more than just a hot weather top. Probably a sweater. We are staying right by the coast, up in the Lake District. It's actually quite close to where Jenny Stitches is based, so I'm looking forward to going and visiting her while we're away. And then I'd also like a big bag, like a nice big beach bag, but something that I can also chuck a picnic in, or all of our rain jackets, that kind of thing. Okay, so I've had a look through my PDF patterns and I've come up with a few ideas. So for hot weather tops, I've got the Peplum top, which is a free pattern by Peppermint magazine. I think you can also pay if you want for that one, or have it for free if you can't pay. Then I've got the Rae top by Tessuti. That's really nice. It's got a gathered neckline and then different sleeve options, so I think that one would work quite nicely. I've also got the Scout tee, which is new, and I have actually just made it. I've just made this yellow one at the weekend. You can buy an additional pack with some more sleeve options, and so that's what I've got on this one. The sleeve's got a nice turn up just here on the edge, and that's one of the ones from the additional pack. Yeah, it doesn't offer you a sleeveless option, but well, I think you can always just bias bind the sleeves, can't you? The armholes rather, and make it a sleeveless option. So that's one. Yeah, they're the three that I've got that I thought would be good for hot weather tops. And then for a lightweight overshirt, I have got a few shirt patterns, as you probably know. I love making shirts, but I have tended to make them in heavier fabrics. Well, that's not strictly true. I have made lots of shirts in lightweight fabrics, but I think the ones that I like and that I wear and that I feel turned out like successful makes are more of my wintry ones. So I think this is a good opportunity to make a couple of lighter weight ones. I did recently make the Friday Pattern Company Butano shirt, and yeah, I have got a video about that if you fancy looking at it. It's a kind of a 50-50 one, really. There were things I really liked about it and things I didn't, so I haven't included that on this list because I'm not ready to revisit it yet. But I have got the Este shirt by Atelier Jupe. I haven't made that one yet, and that's quite a nice oversized one. The pattern images seem to be made up in quite lightweight floaty fabric, so that might work. I've also got the Ilford shirt hack that I made, so that's not a specific pattern. I just used the Ilford jacket pattern pieces and kind of made it into a shirt. Oh, I forget exactly what I did now, but I might have shortened it or lengthened it. I'll try and remember and put it in the description. But I know I added some little like slits at the bottom of the side seam. What else did I do? I can't remember, but I have got a vlog all about it, so if you're interested, I'll link that below for you. I also have the Olya shirt by Paper Theory. Not made that, but one of my good friends, Nett from Nettsews, she's made a few of those and she really likes it. So that might be an option. And I've also got the Gloria blouse by Juliana Martejevs, which I made recently and wasn't very happy with it, but I think it was me. I don't think it was the pattern. So I do want to retry that one and see if I can get it to work. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4 shirt options. And then for a sweater, I haven't got many sweater patterns because I tend to sew more woven garments, so I just end up with loads of patterns for woven stuff and not too many for stretchy stuff. But I do have the Jarrah sweater pattern. Again, I haven't made it, but that might fit the bill. I've got the LB pullover, which I am quite keen to make actually. I've seen loads of those, and Sarah and Cara have both made a ton of them and make it look really easy, so I might have a go at that one. And then I've also got the toaster sweater, which is by Sew House 7, and I have made a couple of those, and one of them in particular I wear all the time. So I might make another one of those, but just, you know, it's not one that I've worn all year round to death, so it's nice and fresh from a holiday. And then for a beach bag, I have got a few bag patterns, but they tend to be small ones, and yeah, they don't really float my boat. I haven't really had any drive to make them. But I recently bought the sturdy tote pattern, and that's from Merchant and Mills, and that's quite a big boxy, well, tote bag really. I forget the actual dimensions, but I thought it would be quite easy to just size it up a bit if it wasn't big enough, and just follow the same instructions. So that is my options for summer plans. So it's, what's the date today? I think it's the 8th of July today, and we go on holiday around the 21st of August, I think. It might be a bit after that. It's the very last week in August. So I've got plenty of time, plenty of sewing weekends, hopefully, to get a few of those bits sewn up. But like I said, there's no real pressure because I have got lots of stuff I can take with me. You just want fancy new stuff for your holiday, don't you? So yeah, that's my summer plans, really, in a nutshell. Hopefully we'll get some weather. Well, we'll definitely get some weather. That was a silly thing to say. Hopefully we'll get some nice weather, and I can wear some hot weather tops. I bought a couple of tops actually this week from Next. I didn't realise the Next sale was on, and I popped to town on Saturday with my husband, and yeah, I said, oh look, there's a sale on, and then I spent about 45 minutes in the queue buying 2 tops that were £9 each. All the while I was thinking I could make these, but they were really pretty, so I bought them. Yeah, so one big thank you to say this week, and that is to somebody who calls themselves the boss. I think it was probably my husband. But I had a lovely donation on my Ko-fi account this week from the boss, so thank you very much. If you would like to make a donation to my channel, the link for that is in the description box below. It's never ever expected, but always really greatly appreciated. Yeah, so that's that. I will keep you updated on my summer plans. and hopefully I'll be back next week with the start. Actually, I think I have already started. I can count this one, can't I? I can count this top as number 1. So I've already started my summer plans. Look at that. I'm further ahead than I thought I was. So thank you very much anyway for watching, as always. I really appreciate you being around, and if you've liked my video, please give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you don't already. Have a fabulous week, and I will see you soon. Take care. Bye now.